Greetings everyone. So today I want to get started with working inside the porte cochere here. I have skylights that we need to cut in before we do the roof overlay with, actually this section doesn't get foam, but the part that is over the main house that connects to the porte cochere will get insulation on top of it. So, but before we do that, I want to get these skylights cut into the tongue and groove as well as the recessed lighting, and then we can just put in the 3-inch high 2x boards to build up above this roof to match where the foam is going on the part that is actually over the house. So let's get started on that. So I'm going to start with the recessed light, and I want it kind of centered down the rafters of the porte cochere. It's about 204 inches along here from the top to the bottom. So I'm going to measure out 102 and try to find the center. My first light is going to be in this bay here, and then I'm going to go every other bay with the lights, and then I'm going to have a skylight in this second bay, and then there'll be another skylight over a little farther. And basically what the pattern's going to go, it's going to have a light, skylight, light, nothing in the next bay, a light, skylight, and then a light. So that was kind of the best pattern I could find or figure out. I really didn't want to put 6 skylights out here. I think that would have been overkill, having 3 down each side. So I came up with that pattern. It, takes care of my, I guess, ADD or whatever it has to be, everything dress right dress. So it'll look symmetrical, other than the one bay up the middle having nothing, but the outer bays, look symmetrical with the lights and whatnot. So let's get started with measuring that up. So I've got a 6-inch hole saw, and I'm splitting the difference between the boards. I figured if I put the center on this, then it'll leave part of this board once it gets cut out and part of this board once it gets cut out. All right, the next bay over is going to have a skylight, and I am putting those in closer to the ridge so that in the winter when it's snowing, I don't want a lot of snow building up behind the skylight and basically holding it up the rest of the roof. I just figure that's just a lot of extra weight. I'm hoping with the metal roof we'll eventually put on here, the roof's not going to hold any snow. Hopefully it's going to slide right off, especially with the 8 and 12 pitch. But anywhere you have a skylight or something protruding through the roof, it's going to hold snow. So I want to put it up near the top, so I only have maybe 2 feet at the most of holding snow above the skylight. All right, let's get a measurement. So I think I'm gonna go right here in the middle of this one. That'll give me about 2.5 foot up to the ridge, which will make it so the skylight isn't too far up the ridge, and but not too far down either. And I definitely want the skylight to be above the level of the light that we just cut in. So let me get that drawn out. So the next thing I'm going to do is, I found the top corners of the skylight. I'm going to run a drill bit up through these corners, so when I go up on top, I'll be able to just scribe out the opening of the skylight from the holes that I've drilled up through the tongue and groove. All right, I was trying to stay as square as possible to the beam, so it didn't throw my measurement off when I poked up through the roof. If you're too far one way or the other, over 1.5 inches, I suppose your measurement could get off quite a bit. So I just tried to stay square to the roof as I was drilling that. Just realized something that's kind of crazy. Just happened to work out that way. This is where I need to cut along the bottom, the very corner of this board, not in the very corner the same board where I need to notch out for the skylight a knot. So hopefully that doesn't come apart on me. All right, there we go. I'm going to finish off the rest of the lights and the other skylight on the other side, and I'll bring it back when I go up to the roof to cut out the skylights. All right, let's get these skylights drawn in. gonna fall down. Low. So I forgot my Sawzall to finish off these corners since the skill saw can't quite make it all the way through. Let me go get that. All right, let's go up and trim off the top. Forgot to turn the camera on for the worm drive cut. There we go. Skylights cut out. I'll go ahead and take care of the other one, and I'll bring you back afterwards for a look underneath. All right, there's what it looks like roughed in. And now I'll show you what the other side looks like once we get the 3-inch 2x up on top and the sheeting and everything, and the wiring in for the lights. So there's the other side with all the lights pre-wired. The wires are traveling through that 3-inch 2x buildup that we had to put on top. I haven't actually cut out the holes for the skylights yet because of rain issues. I'll probably put the underlayment under there or on top of there, and I'll leave it there until I'm really ready to set the skylights, which is probably going to be when I get ready to do the roof.